Hello everyone and welcome to Blue Spoon Veggie. Today I'm going to be defrosting one of my freezers. I have two, but one is frost free so it takes care of itself. The other is due for its regular thaw. This drawer is getting quite difficult to open and the ice has started to build up at the top there a bit. So why is it important to regularly defrost your freezer? There are a few reasons. The first being that your freezer space is valuable. If the ice keeps building, it's reducing the amount of storage you have available. So let's get straight on with reclaiming that space, cleaning up the freezer and feeling like mistress or master of our freezers. I've gathered together a few things I'll need. A plastic spatula, this one came with my food processor, a towel, some tea towels, a big bowl, disinfectant spray and a couple of cloths. You might also like to use some gloves of both the warm and rubber variety. And I also have a couple of cool bags and freezer blocks to keep the food nice and cool while I work. To begin, I'll unplug the freezer, making sure the plug won't be lying anywhere near the water that might escape during defrosting. Next, let's empty out all the food. This is quite an empty freezer for me personally, so a good time to defrost before stocking up a little. I've seen some good offers on a few things I need. I don't worry about sorting out the contents at all at this stage or keeping things separate. Just bag it all up and keep it nice and cold. I bought these cool bags heavily reduced a few years ago at the end of summer, and they've proved very useful for holidays and also keeping food cold during defrosting time. If you don't have any cool bags, then you could pop the freezer contents in plastic bags, with frozen freezer blocks if you have some, then wrap up tightly in an insulating layer like a duvet. Obviously this is going to work much better if you defrost during winter than on a warm summer's day. There we go, all empty. Now let's take out the drawers and shelves. It's definitely time to remove this icy buildup. The other drawers came out much more easily. No, it's not a burglar. These glass shelves are just mighty cold and the top one stuck fast, so I'll leave it for now. I'll clean and dry the drawers and the glass shelves while the freezer is defrosting. There will be a bit of water to mop up, even from this quite small amount of ice, so I'm going to put a couple of tea towels at the bottom of the freezer. Then it'll be easy to catch most of the ice and throw it away before it melts everywhere. Place a towel on the floor outside the freezer, pushing it under the edge and under the door so you can push the door over the top of it. To help things along, place a bowl of hot water at the bottom of the freezer, then push the door and take a well-earned break. A quick change for hotter water. You might need to do this a few times to speed things along. While that's happening, let's get on with washing the drawers. Just use a little washing up liquid and plenty of warm water to rinse them out, and also the well-behaved shelves that came out easily. All this water and ice are quite hard on your hands, so I would always wear rubber gloves. Then give everything you've washed up a good dry, ready for later. Let's have another go at this stubborn shelf. Nope, it's still resisting. Around about now, you might be tempted to introduce some heat, but I wouldn't recommend it. Hairdryers get extremely hot, and you could damage the plastic of your freezer. So instead of that, let's bring in our plastic spatula. Sharp objects like knives don't go well with the plastic interior of a freezer, so leave them safely in the drawer. This top sheet of ice looks ready to let go, so to keep the mess to a minimum, I'm laying out a tea towel to catch all that ice. This bit is very satisfying. Maybe this is how hygienists feel. Believe it or not, a layer of ice acts as insulation, and not in a good way, as the freezer has to work harder to cool the food through that insulating layer, which uses more electricity and makes the freezer less efficient. Wrap up the ice securely and take it off to the sink. Then spread out your tea towel again and continue helping the ice off the freezer walls. This may be a chore, but it certainly beats ironing. Surely the final shelf will surrender now. Yes, so that can be washed and dried too. All the ice has melted now, so I'll remove the bowl of water and wrap up all the ice at the bottom of the freezer. Pop that in the sink, then the drying can begin. I just sweep the ice dregs onto the towel I have laid out, then fold up the towel and whisk that away to empty and dry off. Let's take this opportunity to give the fridge a quick wipe down. I'm using Dettol spray, or you could just use a damp soapy cloth if you like, and give all the surfaces a bit of TLC. I think the worst housework chore to me, apart from ironing, is anything to do with the bathroom. Who designed them to be so awkward to clean? Then a quick dry with a tea towel. All these tea towels are coming in handy and will be ready to bring back the shelves and the drawers. Any housey job that's closer to food, my favourite obviously being cooking, is preferable to me, so spending time caring for the freezer isn't so bad. Now we can close the door, plug it back in, and wait for the temperature to cool back down before returning the food. About an hour will do it. And that's it, time for a fresh start. Even if you keep a very accurate log of what's in your freezer, defrosting gives you an opportunity to take everything out, see what you have, and even organise the space from scratch if you like. In the near future, I'm going to be stocking up both of my freezers and talking about how I organise and keep track of them. I'm quite the control freak when it comes to kitchen management, so I hope sharing the methods I use will be useful. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe so you don't miss the next video, and bye for now.